So,
I'm a maniac coming with a ship.
uh, so last time, all we really had was
Ambassadors
well, yeah,
or the messengers.
yeah, the messengers from the Blighted Queen's forces, a trio of Wyvern riders led by one of their commanders, uh, uh, who apparently has a past with Mest. And after seeing her in the situation and learning of this development, uh, Mest felt very heartbroken, and I'm guessing he definitely felt a little betrayed, or very betrayed. uh,
Very betrayed with the amount of stuff he said.
uh, but she was unable to really explain herself due to, well, current company.
Yeah, the situation.
And you couldn't just rightly just kill them all because they were the messengers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget Blip.
Yeah, yeah. Blip is a case of like he's either gonna die gloriously, and by glorious I mean very pitifully, or he
Gone.
Turn into a god.
or he's gonna become like just like a new like fucking like pet or mascot.
Or turn into a god.
What is Blip? Is he a lizard or is he a pseudo dragon?
He is straight up an awakened lizard.
I mean,
Oh, by the way,
you would
at
make
some
it
point,
familiar.
I definitely want to play a construct that got the awaken cast on it, like awaken, like how it works.
Yeah,
Like someone got that to work on a construct.
I mean that's just one way to play Warforged.
Yeah, I just don't. I want the like non like magical part. The non like. I basically want the different design without the magical core thing. So if someone, it's just a construct that has to come to terms with like, how am I alive?
Well,
Because of a whim.
that idea would work better in a world that doesn't already have Warforged as an established thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Why am I alive? Because a god got drunk.
But after that little meeting with the messengers, a few words from the blighted queen spoken through the lizard, and and I will say, for the high, the more versed in arcane or like magic or even druidic magic, Merlin specifically, especially with your natural insight, you would have been able to pick up, at least with the lizard, that that wasn't like she wasn't magically speaking through the lizard. That lizard has the actor feat, and just repeating what she said in her voice.
Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, but I'm not showing it. We're making it a familiar.
Yeah, no. We're having this lizard replace the blighted queen. I'm sorry.
No, please, Merlin, make it your familiar, please.
Well, its loyalty is to the
Candy
blighted queen
flip.
right now. So
Thing is, when I asked it who it thought if it wanted to be in charge instead of the blighted queen, it didn't answer. It just looked at the other drakes. It wants to be in charge, and I am willing to give it a chance just for that.
Like, basically, imagine the relation. Like, for any of you that know Transformers, imagine the relationship between Megatron and Starscream.
It's not even Megatron and Starscream. It's basically Iago and frickin' Jafar.
But what would Merlin say to having that as a familiar?
Too
What?
stupid.
Oh yeah, he is too stupid to be a normal familiar.
He's
gets
too
demoted.
stupid, or he's either too smart or too stupid. In either direction, he's too smart because he can speak, but he's too stupid in that he cannot speak
Comprehend.
eloquently, and yeah, he doesn't understand his place.
I hate it when it's all the time. Oh, your familiar talks. What if I don't want it to talk?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't want it to talk.
Yeah, here's the thing.
It just needs to understand me
I
and
want
do
to
my
make
tasks.
noises. I want
I'm
to make
going to say
noises.
this.
Like,
My first familiar was a fucking demigod. It was an omnipotent being in its own right because I never summoned that thing at all. It would just summon itself.
that's just DMTC in disguise.
Mhm.
Thing is, it wouldn't do shit. It'd just stare at me the entire time.
That's a DMPC.
Yeah. So,
But
anyways,
anyway.
Anyway.
That's enough off-topic derailing as we're like trying to begin.
Yeah, we've been like trying to begin for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, and we've only said like an actual sentence of what happened last time.
Yep.
But after that, the over the course of the next month, you're able to continue your training. And you also hear, you do get reports here and there of like some skirmishes that hit some of the scout ships or whatnot with just kind of the remnants of Verval's forces that are kind of still in the area, but just their attacks have failed because of the loss of leadership. They've mostly just been blindly attacking and getting nowhere. At best, it's gonna be just an annoying bill for the boatsmen for the shipwrights. But so just to get it out of the way, I would like everyone to do their last little round of rolls for whatever they're working on for their last month.
I think I will work on resilient constitution.
Yeah, now that you got at least one big one chug jug done.
Yeah.
You only can work on 1 point of ability score, right?
Yes.
Then I'm going to work on strength.
All right.
I've got my muscle tone, and now I'm going to get. I've got. Ikut's got his resistance done. Now he's working on lifting weights. He's just like, hey, Frodo, teach me to lift.
Wait, who?
Here's a cannonball.
Frodo.
Here's a cannonball.
Why not ask Matt?
Because Rodor probably knows more traditional weightlifting techniques.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
You're
saying,
you shoot bow.
yeah, you're saying Meth's original strength as a UNT was partially due to just their monstrous nature. Now it's kind of like supernatural strength after being reincarnated as an Azamar elf.
Meanwhile,
I just
yeah,
imagine that Wes actually has the exact same muscles, like the exact same amount of muscle that he had from his old body, but it's just been pressed down through magical means. It's all just been changed, like spread out through his entire body now.
Yeah.
But it's all the same amount. It's just been twined so tightly.
Okay, so do I need to make what we're making Constitution saving throws or checks?
Checks.
So 4 of those.
Yep. Eh, 2 passes.
2 successes.
I'm gonna
I'll take
do
it.
1 for the Warding Wind spell, and then I'm gonna do the rest for the.
Sweet, we're halfway there.
You know what? No, I need this. I've only got 4 out of 14. Is it Dex check again?
Dex for medium armor master. Yes.
Okay, I'll try and learn Warding Wind later.
Yeah. Part of your Dex training is also getting your sea legs.
Well, only getting your sea legs after 3 months. 2 months.
I hate this.
I need to work on my slasher feat, so I need to roll 4 Dex.
You'll have advantage. If
Oh.
I have it.
Oh, okay, so you're helping me. So 1,
But no one can
2.
help me.
3, 4.
fuck.
So
What are you
that's
working on, Carmel?
15.
Medium armor master.
Yeah, I can't help you with that
And I
because
don't think I
that'd
passed
be
a
armor.
single one, did I, Shadow?
How many successes do you have now?
4 out of 14.
Yeah, no, you're still in your first bracket where you don't even have enough progress to lower the DC yet.
Shadow, on my rolls, I got a 15, a 15, a 7, and an 8.
The 15s are pass. Anything below is a fail.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's very shitty. That like, for Kaku there, just 2 or 1 under.
Okay, I now have 6 passes out of 11.
What do I need to roll?
Let's see. What were you working on again?
Strength.
If you're taking the full month, you don't need the roll.
Okay.
Oh, it also only goes up to 17, but also
Rolls are for if you if you're working on something like a fucking feat.
Yeah, because the main reason I've been doing that is so I can get closer to being able to use my axe reliably, and because I need more strength because I keep failing at strength saves.
Also, Shadow, I didn't get to roll my D4s for the mobile feat, and I do remember getting like a 4 on the original dice check.
If the initial check was like below a 5, then that's like 5d4 for like your overall like how long it's gonna take you.
Let me roll.
So if you roll all 4s, you're just fucked in like, okay, 20 fucking checks. And you're seeing how miserable Kaku is with like 12.
Yeah, I got a 9. That's actually really
14.
fucking good for 5d4s. So, I need to roll dexterity for... Because I know I didn't pass a single one last time.
Like, just for clarification, how many feats do you have from training again?
Oh, Oh, let's see.
And that's actually a good point for everyone because.
So I have
3 feats from training is the hard cap.
Then
So I
I can only
remember-
do one more.
So I got tough from
Yeah, background. Your
Backstorm.
back your free level your free backstory feat it does not count.
So that was 1. Okay, one second. Let me just go down. Crusher, Sentinel. So that's 2, and that's it.
I only have 1 feat from training, and that was Spell Sniper.
Medium armor master will be my third.
So I only have 2. And is it equal to proficiency bonus or just flat only 3?
It's just a flat only 3.
Right. Then maybe I should rethink which feat I want to do. Then again, if I do mobile, that puts me up to a 50 movement speed.
Yeah, and you can and also like if when you rage, you can move like half your movement, I think. So that's like 75 feet on your first turn. With mobile.
And with the shoes, that's like a shitload.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go for mobile. So dexterity.
Yep.
No. That probably passes.
Yep.
Probably not. I'll take 2.
Yep. That's 2 passes.
2 passes, Rhea. So.
And I know for Arya, we have a lot of backlogging to get through for whatever Arya was doing.
Well, it seemed that like a lot of the training ones that I chose to do, just there were so many that I ended up just taking as an ASI. Like Dungeon Delver was one of those because I think it was like 15, so I just took it as an ASI instead. But I haven't really thought about fully which one I want to do.
Weren't you saying like you were gonna work on mobile, but like before your whole little bullshit began?
I was going to, and then I think I chose Dungeon Delver and to work on instead because of the avoiding getting advantage on resisting traps and stuff like that, and basically only taking a quarter damage for traps, so that way I can actually do the whole disarming traps, and if I fail, it's not like an actual bust.
You shouldn't be dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I only take a quarter of the damage.
So if you want
Do you have
evasion?
I do.
If you want to work
Then
on
you would do nothing.
if you want to work on Gunner, now that you have the black spindle,
That's.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. It was either that or alert, but yeah.
I can help you with Gunner.
But I'll definitely take the firearms mastery or whatever it is that works for that.
Yeah. So
to allow me to be proficient with it.
So
yeah, I can teach you that.
So to determine like just how many checks you'll need, roll me a dexterity check for Gunner.
Would this be with advantage because I'm teaching them?
Not for the initial roll.
Okay, that's good.
It's not considered an ability check, is it?
Uh,
Will my reliable talent work with it?
Let's just say for this, no.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a little unfair that you would basically be able to kind of auto-succeed if you use reliable talent.
Well, even if reliable talent does automatically work with somehow, that's still like a minimum of like 15, which that's
it basically can't get higher than 15.
It can't get lower than 15, which And that's still like a reasonable, like that's still gonna be like at least 3d4s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's not that bad.
So just a normal roll?
Yeah, just a straight dex.
Fuck.
Okay, a 10. Let me see how many d4s that's gonna take. Because I actually was smart and wrote this shit down. Okay, so that one's
4d4? Or is it 3d4?
Okay, I have 20 as 1d4, 15 as 2d4, 10 as 3d4. So 3d4s. Seven, reasonable.
Lucky.
A lot more reasonable than the last one I had.
Alright.
Lucky.
So let's get your first round of first set of 4.
And these are with advantage because Iku's helping me?
Yeah, you have like 2 party members with gunners, so you definitely got the advantage.
Okay. And then it's just regular dexterity checks
Yep.
with advantage?
Yep. Okay, that's 1. Three. 4.
3 of them I rolled a 19 as a base.
Shit.
Damn.
That's lucky.
Yeah, I
You.
was not expecting to.
Yeah, you don't even need the advantage on that first one either.
None of them I needed an advantage.
F you.
All right.
I'm just gonna take that as EQ taught you really well.
That basically.
All right. So.
Arya paid attention.
All right. So do
Oh
your
god, Aria paid attention.
so do your next round.
How did he make Aria pay attention? Alcohol.
Kaku helped with that part.
I want to know how you did
Jesus Christ. Gee,
Nat 20, not nat 20s, especially with the 25. Yeah, that's 2 successes. You only use like your first half, like your like a month and a half, and you get it.
This really does make sense though, because of reliable talent. Like this just makes so much sense.
Dude, that wasn't even using reliable talent.
Oh no, I meant just like having it. It makes sense that you rolled this well, because it like
Honestly,
it's cool.
honestly, what this is what the story that the dice are telling here is that Arya is such a
very good
such a natural marksman that like learning to pick up a firearm is like second nature to them.
It's just like, okay, so here's it. Oh, okay.
It's like a bow and arrow with black powder.
I literally imagine Arya saying this. Just like, this is just a bow with gunpowder.
Like, oh, okay, so it's still the same. You just point and shoot.
Yeah.
Basically.
the kick on that gun, though.
A little hurt to his pride considering how quickly he took.
Oh yeah, you took ages to like teach, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ingrid just Ingrid's like, yes.
Looks at Kaku like, why weren't you this easy to teach?
You're not
Why
a good
is it the
teacher.
chaos gremlin so easy to teach?
It's
If
just
you're
like
not a good teacher, she's just good at it.
he just Ingrid puts a hand on Arya's shoulder. You're now my favorite student. Looks at looks at him just like, yes, fuck you for saying I'm not a good teacher.
Rodor pats Ikru on the shoulder. You learned from the best, mate. And I learned
Looks
from
at-
the best. Thanks, Merlin.
Huh?
Exactly.
Just what?
Looks at Kaku like this. You remember if you've ever seen it, looks like Kaku's sad Naruto music starts playing.
Oh my god! Do you know the bird face in Unexpectables? That's just Merlin at the moment.
Realistic bird face.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Merlin's just sitting up in the crow's nest smoking a joint. And he's like, "What?"
Huh? From a name.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I have the.
So I-
perfect gift.
So considering that I'm
Best
fairly certain you
teacher ever.
so I learned Gunner, correct?
Yes.
At that point. Okay. I just went to change to switch it to proficiency and I have a plus 12 to hit with it.
Yeah. Well, it's a +3 legendary weapon. Of course.
I
you
mean
do.
that's fair. I thought it was only like 1 or 2 higher than the plus 9, so I thought it was only gonna be like
I'm
a plus 10.
afraid
I'm
of
like,
what
oh.
happens when I get a legendary
Kaku
thing.
just sips his coffee with.
salt.
Yes.
You have salt in your coffee, not freaking sugar. I can
was
just
salt,
hear the
That was
salt
Tina,
in,
that was
in
salt,
freaking
not
Crab's
sugar.
voice
Oh,
right
no.
now. And it's so freaking funny.
Sugar. I know. I don't care.
So Shadow, I feel like I'm supposed to have more than a plus 5 at that thing, and I don't know why it's not calculating that.
Adding the proficiency.
Well, I clicked proficient. I thought that was all I would have had to do because it just says 2d8 plus 5 for the damage. I feel like that's supposed to the plus at the end is supposed to be more.
It does. Do you
Nope.
see the magical bonus put in?
Where it says 3, yeah.
Yeah. That will automatically apply when you roll damage.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's just not going to show up in the damage.
Apparently, you were absent when I explained it. If you have something that has a magical plus whatever to bonus, or do not add that plus 2 or 1 or 3 or whatever the fuck into the
The top.
actual attack roll or damage roll. A magical bonus will calculate it automatically.
Okay.
This is Merlin when
Yeah,
he heard his name.
because Rodor, with all their things applied had only a +2 to their punches, but they had things put in where it was giving them a +4.
Gotcha.
I don't know why that.
I was just confused because it calculated for the attack roll, just not for the damage.
Well, that explains why I was doing 30 damage per round. That's my bad, Shadow, and I apologize.
Yeah, because your minimum baseline was a lot higher than it should have been.
Yeah. Now it's in line, and now I'm going to feel slightly underpowered again. But that's fine.
That's why I brought the flurry counter up, so that you actually have more of a reason to use that more.
Oh yeah, that's true. But then again, I'm still going to have a hard time choosing. Is it worth using Sentinel or this over Sentinel, or would this proc Sentinel?
It would not proc Sentinel, but it's a thing of are you trying to prevent something from escaping in the moment, or trying to beat something down in the moment? And
True.
And if you need to prevent something from escaping, you can also just use one of your attacks to say, "Hey, I grappled this guy."
But yeah, I just imagined that owl head turn when
Pretty
Merlin
much.
hears his name.
You're going nowhere, motherfucker.
So then now the question at this point is, does anybody want the short bow of warning? Because I already have 3 attunements and I have to attune this black spindle.
Honestly,
And
I
there
think
is
the
short
best
bow.
person you could give the short bow to would probably be
Ina?
Ina.
Hina?
I don't think she can use it because I don't think bards can use short bows.
I mean, that's
Can
fair, but as long as she's attuned, she doesn't necessarily need to use it.
Yeah.
If it's attuned to her, it just allows her and people within 30 feet not to be surprised.
Yeah, the warning benefit.
Unless you're incapacitated.
Yeah, you only have to have it on you. What's the nice part?
Right. But I don't know how much stuff she's got attuned.
Our short bow simple weapon.
Short bows are simple weapons, though, aren't
No,
they?
No, they're not. They're martial,
For Marshall.
as far as I know.
Oh.
No, I'm pretty sure they're simple.
Let
find
me,
out.
Let me check. could have sworn that
I
they were
know
martial.
longbows are martial, but
It's a simple bow.
Huh.
It's a simple weapon.
Ah.
so
So
She should be able to use it.
well, no. Bards aren't proficient in simple weapons. They're only proficient in like.
But the question is-
No. Bards are proficient in all simple weapons.
Oh, so Hina can have. Yeah.
So,
So
so,
she-
so I guess the question at this point, though, at least this is, I'm just kind of curious. Do you have to be proficient with something to be attuned to it?
No.
Yes.
I would think like you have to meet all of the requirements to use something.
Yeah.
Well, right. But I mean, like, yeah, like, okay, let's say you have to have a dexterity of a 13. If I meet the dexterity, but, like, if I'm not proficient with, let's say, for some odd reason, I'm not proficient with a longbow, can I still, and it requires attunement because it's got a special property, can I still attune to it even though I'm not proficient with it?
I would say no because that still grants you the benefits of having the bow without really using it.
Well, that's what a weapon of warning normally is. It's normally you chuck it in your back pocket and use something else.
But here's
And
the
it
thing:
just set an alarm clock.
Hina
'Cause
doesn't
remember,
have any.
A weapon of warning is normally what you just leave next to you while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
The weapon of warning isn't for. Well, it wasn't made for walking around.
I think the only thing she has attuned is the lyre of building.
I just need.
And staff of healing.
Oh yeah, staff. Have her keep the staff of healing definitely, because the staff of healing just takes so much pressure off of Merlin, and she gets access to mass cure wounds
Yeah.
for
And,
more charge.
yeah.
That's
and-
like extra spell slots.
And she can use charges to cast like a regular cure wounds up to 4th level.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
But
And I have two
Well-
characters with
so how many feats does that put Arya at now?
That was my third.
Okay, that was your third. So, you can use your last full month to if you like to just boost up any any ability score below 17 up by 1.
I think I will. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to go for because I can't do charisma because that's at a 17.
What's your wisdom?
Unfortunately, 14,
What's your intelligence?
13.
Do the intelligence.
Yeah, I would bump that intelligence, get that modifier.
Get that.
I mean, yeah, but my strength is also at a 13.
Well,
yeah, but investigation.
Rogues
How
don't
often do you
need
use
strength.
strength?
Intelligence is going to be a little more important for you because in finding traps is an investigation and that goes off intelligence.
That's fair. And
Yeah.
on top of that, that's also my saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose I'll do that one. Give me a 14 in that.
And I think that does leave you with like I think that leaves you pretty good. Let's see. So I think that's kind of the important bookkeeping to get out of the way there.
Can't wait
Hey,
for another
Shadow,
15.
are we doing for the point buy system, are we doing like the 27 point buy or?
Yeah, in campaign 2 we'll just
Ooh.
use the standard 27 point buy.
Oh, geez, I feel like that would be.
Oh, here's the thing. It's either going to be that or standard array, and I think you'd rather have the flexibility of the point buy.
Because I'm just gonna say, point buy is just standard array, just lets you move them around.
Yeah, it's not that I'm.
Here's the thing. Look how if you were to actually look at Kaku's stats, his stats are nuts because of how they are rolled.
Oh yeah.
And he's just example A. Like if you just look at like everyone's stats, everyone
Rodor's another example.
Everyone in this party has ridiculous stats overall. That where they could where no one would really have to solely specialize in the one thing that they're supposed to be good at.
I just want to say, a jack of all trades is better.
Nearly there. Go on.
I know what he's trying to say.
Jack of all trades
I know.
is better than one, but a jack of all trades is preferred than a master of one.
Well, also the thing is that it's one thing of being a jack of all trades. The thing is that when you're a jack of all trades, you're not really. Well, let me put it this way: having a full party of jacks of all trades is kind of ridiculous.
None. Never mind.
Which is kind of why whenever I do make certain characters, I don't just solely invest into. This is kind of why I like Arvenor as a character, is because he's not like, even if he's not like focusing into a specific, even if he's focusing into a specific stat that isn't like juiced to the max. Same with Rodor.
Even like any bard or any rogue, like because of like how like them being like the skill monkey characters, like a bard especially, having like half proficiency in fucking everything that they're not good at. Like you only need like one or the other or one of each in the party, and even then, they're not gonna be like amazing at everything. They're still gonna have like their specializations.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to say, for when we have mess art, I found the song for mess.
Is it very sad and depressing?
No.
Full of hate and anger?
Hate and anger, yes.
So I found out.
If you've ever watched the Tangled cartoon, the song Ready as I'll Ever Be is such a good song.
I'll be right back. Just need to put something in the oven.
So I found this funny, that I was just doing some calculation, that if I were to use the Clockwork Amulet and Sharpshooter together, my to hit with Black Spindle is a +7, or not a plus, but it's a total of 17.
Oh.
Oh, Clockwork Amulet is amazing.
Yeah, so like anything that isn't like equivalent to full plate or above is just gonna take a nasty hit.
And nearly all animals are going to get hit because they normally don't have a very high armor class.
Yeah, like the average AC for a lot of things is like 15. Just overall in general.
Alright. Alright, Staff of Healing, I need to put that in repertoire.
So stretch.
I failed miserably trying to learn Medium Armor Master.
Yep, horribly. It was like, why is this so difficult? It's clanking too much.
Why is the sun so difficult? That's what my brain heard. Why is the sun so difficult?
I'm so upset though, because I lose out on one part of the gunner feat.
What part?
I don't get the +1 to my dex score because it's already 20.
Yeah, but you're able to use the gun, and that's what matters.
I mean, yeah.
And also, like, you're no longer you also don't have to face the disadvantages of, like, if an enemy gets in your face, you can still shoot in close quarters.
Get him quick scoping.
Oh yeah, Staff of Healing's gonna take some
Oh,
stress
with
off of Merlin.
Yep.
with just being level 11, my minimum stealth roll is a 23.
You're disgusting.
My minimum thieves tool check, I believe, is 28 or higher.
Now add Pass Without a Trace. You get a 40. The gods can't see you.
Yeah, hell, even Arcane Lock can be bypassed by a high enough Thieves Tools check.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've already discussed that because I was getting like 30s when we were
What
in
happens
that
if
dungeon.
Yeah,
What
because
if you have
because
Arcane Lock
yeah,
on
because
the Lock of
Arcane Lock only adds a +10 to the DC against lockpicking.
Oh, so if you cast a Mass Cure Wounds on the Lock of Trickery, what does that do? I mean, Arcane Lock on...
All the Lock of Trickery does is it imposes disadvantage on any lockpicking check. So +10 at disadvantage, even with Arya like roll the minimum roll Arya can do, they're still gonna pass like most locks, even if they're all locks of trickery.
Oh yeah, Staff of Healing is good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're in a situation where or you're like trying to get into something that specifically requires you to roll a 30 or even or higher, or like a 35 or higher, like a nigh impossible fucking DC, maybe you shouldn't be going after what's in there.
Or you're trying to steal from some kind of some kind of devil that has like
Yeah.
infernal locks.
Yeah, so just calculating, the lowest I can do is a 28
Jesus
for
Christ.
for thieves tools. At least specifically dexterity based.
Thieves
And you're
Tools
not
is dexterity.
Are you?
The way Shadow runs it, though, there are some other ones that he calculates as different checks. He's had me roll intelligence thieves tools at some point
Yeah,
before.
And you're not even maxing are you?
I never remembered that.
well,
And I'm not even what, Kaku?
Mid-maxing.
Nope.
That's not min-maxing. That's
No,
just
no.
normal rogue.
That's just normal rogue.
That's just like, that is just rogue in a nutshell. It's just like, oh, we need to break into somewhere. I've already done it and got the item.
And here's the thing: a bard would be the exact same if you give them thieves tool proficiency, and like if you take a criminal bard,
Mm-hmm.
they and just specialize in the same way that a rogue would. You just have a rogue with magic, essentially. That just without the sneak attack.
No, with that, you have a horny rogue with magic.
Not every bard has to be horny, guys. Come on.
Then you're not living up to your true bardiness.
That's a stereotype.
Oh, yeah, here's like,
No, I know.
my bard is only a little horny, and they keep it in proper situations like a brothel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They
Celeste
might
don't want no dragon.
they may like throw in the flirt or tease as to be playful, but not like full on horny.
No, I know. I'm
I'm playing
just
my
giving you shit.
bard as a madame. So
But anyways, the after the
Oh fuck!
after the long voyage. What?
There's what I would get for a max for a crit on thieves tools.
Dear fucking god.
I was just trying to just roll to see what the average would be, and it rolled a nat 20 off of just a normal roll.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and your proficiency is only gonna go up.
Yo.
So
Because
like,
it goes up 2 more, so
Can I
I'll
just say
basically,
that-
by the end of it, if I crit, I'll get a 40.
Hey, Shadow, can I just say this so that next one doesn't waste? Can she teach someone on the ship to do thieves' tools? Either the captain or maybe the crew's local prankster.
I'm guessing they would have if they had any time left.
I mean, they had like 2 weeks. Remaining.
It would get them.
Teaches Rodor how to
Incentive.
use thieves' tools. He just uses his fist instead.
No. I was just saying one random NPC will be like, "Why did you do this?" The captain be like, "Why did you teach him that?" Because I can.
I mean, that would solidify her little craftiness, too. She'd be like, I don't care. Like, somebody's got to carry on my legacy.
You're not allowed on my ship anymore.
I was just not expecting that. I was expecting just like a regular roll. I was not expecting to get a nat 20 off of that roll. Especially since I rolled a nat 20 in the last thing.
You know what? How about this? How nosy would Arya be poking around the ship?
Fairly nosy.
Give me a stealth check.
With advantage? Oh yeah, because I believe I do get advantage because I'm trying not to be seen. Or heard, never mind. I'm moving silently, so off of the perception they'll still see me, but I'm trying to be walking stealthily.
Yeah, and I'm assuming like you'd probably like if you're being nosy, you'd probably sneak around like when it at night when people are
Right.
less people are active. But
Fuck!
that didn't even roll it.
Oh, it didn't? That's weird. I don't know why.
I don't know. For some
No.
reason, your sheet's just broken when rolling stealth at advantage.
Roll 20 says no.
Okay, I'll roll it twice then.
Yeah.
There's that,
There we go.
and then there's that. So 28.
I feel like you should change it from query advantage to toggle advantage
Yeah.
because sometimes it just does not work with the query.
Advantage toggle. Okay.
Also when I have to control your sheet, if I usually pop character sheets off to separate tabs, and then when I have to do the query advantage, it's just more of a hassle to actually like get to the fucking like back to the Roll20 screen.
No, I get that.
Just to do that.
You just put it as query, so I left it. That's why I have it this way.
I didn't put it as query.
You did, because you did that with my thieves tools as well. My thieves tools are a query, and I've never modified any of that.
No, they're query for the score that they're set to, but not for advantage disadvantage. But that is a 28.
Kaku, you do not see me.
Or
hear me.
No, here's the real test. Merlin is the one on night shift watch. So Merlin roll perception. Let's see if you notice Arya doing shady shit.
Does he have advantage?
although I will say he had to nat 20 to see me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he had to roll a 19 or higher to see me.
Thing is,
And that's off of
even
a low
nat
roll.
20 doesn't pass. That's the terrifying part. Like if Shadow didn't do nat 20, always most of the time passes, then yeah, you would have sort of shit.
So, uh, uh, s- so, uh,
God damn it.
so yeah, Merlin, as you're just kind of like keep an eye out, you notice you notice Arya like poking around doing some shady shit.
Wait, hold up. I want to make sure before things happen. I want to make sure that I don't have anything that would. Okay. Never mind.
Imagine Merlin be like, hey, what the fuck you doing?
Depends on what they're doing.
It kind of looks like there's snooping around.
Just being curious. I'm like a toddler.
It's adorable.
Merlin will probably just keep watching and just kind of follow what they're doing, and depending on what they do will depend on if he intervenes.
Well, she's gonna continue sneaking because I don't know if she knows that he sees, because I don't think she's really paying attention to that. Although, if you are just trying to keep a thing back there, I don't know if you want to roll a stealth to try to just kind of like keeping your distance, try to not know that I know. But I don't know if that's what you're doing. I guess I don't know if you're trying to be quiet about following me.
So so just to give a little more narrowing down, like what specifically like are you looking to snoop around?
Just seeing what's here and everything. Like I don't, because like part of it's only also for my own catch up out of a game if it was already kind of explored. But part of it's just like seeing what they had here, like if there's anything useful, whether it be to me specifically or whether it be to the party, even if it's just like mundane shit.
So you are on a galleon ship, that the vessel of one of the admirals of the Shangri-La Navy, the Silver Star Marines. And you are on the ship of, and the admiral that you are on the ship of is Julius Saphira. He is a very flirtatious and bardic admiral, and you can definitely tell that he may give like the air of the carefree, free spirited type of person with how flirtatious he is. But you can definitely tell when the situation is serious, especially during the Verval attack. He was very like in charge of the situation.
Okay.
He definitely has his own air of mystery to him. Because and he seems to be pretty in the know. Perhaps, and he is very difficult to read.
Okay. She's still gonna snoop around a little bit.
Yeah, like as for like general like obvious things, nothing is out of the ordinary. For anything like special, you would probably have to like sneak into like the quarters of like an actual commanding officer like the admirals.
I feel like that's something she would do. Because she's like she feels that mystery to the dude, and she wants to know what's up. Like, why is he so mysterious? What's he hiding? So she would do it, but obviously she'd be stealthy.
Yeah. So, with that, you Merlin, you kind of see her kind of slip into the captain's quarters, into the admiral's room. Uh,
As he's sneaking into the animal's room, he just kind of chuckles to himself and kind of waits for her to return. He has a feeling this is going to be a funny story.
yeah. So,
Actually, could Merlin go down and like listen in to whatever conversation might happen?
uh, yeah, you could probably just kind of focus in on oh, if anything happens, oh, this could be a juicy story.
Yeah, like I kind of want to. If something happens, and then like Merlin could get maybe a little bit of dirt on Arya, a little bit, just a teeny bit.
Oh, so Merlin's trying to blackmail now.
If he needs something,
Ooh,
Wait, on who is he
I'm
blackmailing?
actually interested in this.
Arya maybe.
You make it seem like Arya has secrets.
Maybe they do have secrets.
Arya don't have secrets.
I'm gonna say this: you would have an easier time blackmailing Mest with what you know about him than you would Arya.
So when you go into the admiral's room,
Stealthily, by the way.
stealthily, you you do before going in, you you have to get past the vice admiral's room, Liliana, and literally uh even if you just peek under the door to her room, you can just see the shadow of her construct bouncer just looming in front behind the door. You feel his you feel his Ryatsu. It's like, nope. Because you saw that thing snapping many necks in the fight against Verval. But kind of poking around the admiral's room, you see you do see him in bed with a. You do see one of the lucky crewmates that got to join him for the night. Kind of in Little Spoon. But you kind of poke more around his office, and it is kind of at that point where the thieves' tools check would kind of factor into kind of just peeking into one of the locked drawers that was warded by an arcane lock. But you just bypass that with ease. And I'd say you at that point give me an investigation to see kind of what you find there. Okay, 17 is decent. You do kind of go over, kind of find some look to be important documents, some ledgers, documents. Kind of looking over it definitely looks like there is a lot of mercantile bookkeeping here.
Does it seem like he's cheating on his taxes?
Uh, he fucking sets the taxes.
Cheating on the taxes. It's like, yeah, this guy definitely doesn't cheat on his taxes.
Uh, a lot of what you see seems to be at first glance doesn't seem to be like too weird, but the one thing that you do notice, kind of looking over a few things, is that there's definitely some a lot of war supplies or supplies that you could associate with like preparing for or supplying for major conflicts. And even with the whole Blighted Queen situation going on, there is actually quite a bit here. Like, he's like, and just kind of like looking at the logs, a lot of this goes back a lot further than like any like known major conflicts that that Shangri-La has been involved in over the last like decade or so.
Is any of it signifying that like he's doing this because he wants to just constantly do war, or is it like he's just trying to just start a bunch of shit, or is it like more of like
it
not necessarily prepping, but like
it does, it seems like less like prepping and more like profit.
Gotcha. So Arya would like to
just kind of like just his general look, he looks very wealthy.
Arya would like to take a pen and paper out and just kind of like make as much notes about it as possible, like about all like this and that, you know, like with like a whole profiting off of war question mark at the end of it. Just like obviously like quick, like enough for her to read it, but not like to just get every little single detail down, but get like the majority of the details, like the majority of the good juicy details there.
Yeah, basically what you're seeing is like you're seeing an unusual movement of goods and supplies for war that seems to be more being profited off of.
Gotcha.
War profiteering.
So yeah, that's what she's gonna do at that point. Was just like write all the major stuff down, because there's obviously no camera, so I can't take a picture.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really else I can do other than take it. But if I take it, then something's up. So she's gonna like jot it down, and stuff like that. And then she's going to, since that's basically all she sees really, for mysterious wise, she's gonna leave stealthily.
Yep. So give me one more stealth check.
With advantage. Fuck. Yeah, 23 on a nat 1.
Yeah, and I'll say Merlin's check would still carry over because he's been keeping.
He's been actively paying attention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been actively paying attention with that. So you see them dip out. Do you say or do anything as they leave, Merlin? or are you gonna hold your peace until a later time?
Since nothing happens, like she didn't get caught or anything, he would just he would have been like outside the door. So when she finally comes out, he would just be
She
kind of like
finally
leaning up
notices
against.
that you noticed.
Yeah, he would just, as soon as you kind of come out, he would just kind of be like arms crossed against the wall and just look over to you and just say, "Find anything?"
I did. Something that's not necessarily too important, but that might be important later on. And I think it's best to disclose that when we are, when us as a party are alone.
After the boat ride, done.
Yes. And obviously she's like saying that in somewhat of a whisper so that nobody can hear her other than Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Like, this is a very like close private conversation.
yes, even though it's like right outside the door.
Oh, you still hush hush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
So just-
as she like starts to walk back to where she was, she kind of turns over and it's like, you know, cuz she's now realizing that he knows that, or he saw that her walk in, and is like, if you're trying to blackmail me for something, it ain't going to work. I'm an open book. And then turns around and walks away.
Open book closes the book.
Yup. Case closed.
Objection.
Overruled.
All right, time for lunch.
Oh, that was just before noon? Fuck! I thought it was middle of the night!
No, that wasn't the middle of the night.
No, I know. I figured it was.
But
All right, back to.
Dude,
back to
imagine
looking at the ocean.
being that sneaky in the broad daylight.
God, that would actually be fucking insane. You most likely could do it. That's the scary part.
I mean, it would arguably at that point just be kind of like a active disguise self type of thing at that point.
On a ship, that's going to be pretty fucking difficult.
I just dress up as the captain.
Look at me. I'm the
Well, yeah,
captain
but
now.
then you would have to fuck everyone on the ship to prove that you're the captain.
yeah, I can guarantee you that everyone has had been passed around by that fucking admiral.
Arya is willing to make sacrifices.
Sacrifice for the team.
Yeah, every member of the crew has had at least one night with the admiral. Every one of them.
No.
Oh, hey, Shadow. For those last 2 weeks, other than teaching the somebody else thieves tools, or if that's what we went with, but if we're not going with that, the other. Oh wait, no, we're still on the boat. Never mind. Well, I guess she would practice like smithing with what she has. You know, even if it's like mini, like kind of like whittling, but just kind of like little smithing, mini smithing.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to like do like any like crafting because you need a proper forge for that.
Right.
But you would be
But
able to do like do maintenance and whatnot on
Right, like
stuff.
she would be practicing the smithing for what she can in this given the situation. With that, she's gonna go to sleep because nothing else really
So
was interesting.
yeah, so that kind of happens like so. Basically, that night basically occurs like kind of like towards like the end of your second month, like or like well after the Verval thing settles down. Also, I don't know if anyone caught it at the end of the little messenger thing, but the last little thing from the Blighted Queen's voice from Blip to the Admiral was even your precious silver will tarnish.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, joke's on you. We don't got silver. We got gold.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Why do you
Guys.
think the crew didn't went straight for a drink?
Remember how we got that idea, that information that Shangri-La is kind of where the silver chain is operating from?
So,
That's part of the silver chain.
No, it's talking about the silver dragon.
No. I'm talking about the organization.
The silver chain is the silver dragon.
I forget. Yeah.
But I'm talking about the organization.
Yeah, there's
the
slave trade organization is kind of goes by the silver chain because that's like what the dragon that basically runs the operation is called.
Yeah. So, about that. Remember that little tidbit about it coming out of Shangri-La? And there's war profiteering going on? Based of what Arya just found?
I wanted to know that until, like, after the boat ride itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just me above game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Further discussion.
Further discussion will be had.
Cram.
Kaku, you're really quiet.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
I hear him just say "mother" and then leave.
Hello.
Hello, you're still kind of quiet, but
Let me turn my mic on. Going into settings.
okay, I'm going to have to turn him up just to hear him.
Wait for him to adjust first before you adjust your audio.
Turn down for what?
Beep, 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 beep.
Hello.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
That's better.
Okay, I had to max out input and output. I do want to point out. I did point out to Mess, your God said everything may not be what it seems, and then not a day later, your girlfriend said the exact same thing.
Yup. I've got a slight feeling that she might actually be a follower of Lamia.
No.
I will at least give you the kindness of saying it's not that.
But where did you even get that idea from?
Here's the thing.
Paranoid player, okay?
Yeah, here's the thing. She had her own reasons as to why she was in Gungan at the time she was in. Kind of the whole meeting you and falling in love thing was kind of that probably shouldn't have happened, but it did, and they weren't supposed to get involved that deep.
You say Gungan, and I just think Misa thinks you are crazy.
Stop it.
I feel like the song "In Too Deep" just goes perfectly with that.
I'm in too deep, and the wheels keep spinning around.
Oh, I'm thinking like the alternative song. I think by Blink-182. I think it is. That's the one I'm thinking of.
I think it's the one by Sum 41, "In Too Deep."
Oh, it's Sum 41. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. I'm very bad at band names.
And yet you're always tossing in musical references all the fucking time.
Yeah, but I know the references. I don't always know the band or the artist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
neither do I.
everything is not what it seems is a very important quote to keep track of.
The line between light and dark is so very thin. Which side are you on?
Yes.
Hey guys, I got my first nat 1.
Hell,
And it was a 23.
hell,
I've gotten that once before.
hell, honestly, even
Yeah, they're not that high though.
hell, even in the recent God of War games is like it just take a look at the elves from Alfheim.
Oh yeah,
Like the light elves aren't necessarily the good ones.
dude,
No.
neither of them are.
Yeah, neither of
No.
them
We're
are.
fucked.
It's a war over just race.
Oh,
No,
it's not even
it's not
a war.
race.
It's not a war over race. It's a war over like which
Power.
of power. Like use the
How to use it.
Yeah, how to use this power.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I assume that the reason the two different elf races were fighting was because of the giant bloody light in the middle of the bloody area.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Well, yeah. It's not.
I
And here's the
assume
thing.
that
It's not
that
even.
the dark elves were trying to put it out, whereas the light elves were trying to keep it active.
No, they're just drawing power. The light elves were actually siphoning power from it to where they were like a minority in the elven population. It's not even like light and dark elves. It's literally just the elves, and the factions are the light and dark elves. Like the normal state of the elves is honestly, I think, is the dark elves.
Yeah.
It's just that the light elves are just religious zealots.
Yeah, basically. But anyway, but they're a good example of like everything isn't as it seems. With them, it's a case of neither side is good or bad. You just like might have like the prejudice based on like your own perception of like light light is typically good and dark is typically bad, but they're not really good or bad.
Hell, they're playing
Yes,
that
yin and
card
yang.
in Destiny 2 right now, and it's kind of fucking weird.
Like hell,
Like that was the Witch
like,
Queen's whole thing.
Yeah, like hell, even just taking a look at the Traveler and what the Traveler's known history is like, even that's kind of fucked.
Dude, the Traveler's a freaking bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
So was the
only
darkness,
reason
but
the
dude-
Traveler lifted up most of the races that he found was so it could get them killed by the darkness.
No. So it could just have something that could act as a deterrent for the freaking Hive. Because the Hive were after that shit. But
Yeah.
the
But,
Hive were trying to get... were actually manipulated to go after the Traveler. Spoilers for Valve the Disciple raid, but it's been out for almost a year now, so if you don't know,
yeah.
now you know.
But that's just again just a thing of like, yeah, some things aren't as they seem. Sometimes they're either worse, or not at all what you thought.
Or maybe a somewhat better, but in a even more fucked way.
Yeah. But as for the continuation of events in this world, you make your arrival to Lapis once again. As you are approaching the land, like you notice, you do see a fleet of ships, kind of in defensive formations, like on your approach, and as you do see that preparations for war are definitely in place now, from an attack by sea in particular, because that is at least one of the known qualities of green dragons in particular is that they are aquatic capable. And because again, even with draconic, like even like you can have just as many evil metallics as chromatics. So like there's at least four different types of dragons minimum just between chromatics and metallics that are aquatic.
Yeah.
Because like hell, you could have bronze and gold dragons to contend with in this.
Freaking the scary one to watch out for is it's bronze dragons. Aren't those the lawful neutral ones?
Yeah. So
That can go to lawful evil.
No, it's not lawful evil. Lawful neutral is that, oh hey, you break a law, therefore I don't give a shit. You're dead.
yeah, and
Like
and ultimately it kind of all boils down to it just boil down to their own perception of what they
the
see as
law.
right and wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, but they can't distinguish stealing an apple for survival and stealing
A
gems
city
because of
for
greed.
another city. Just like, oh, we're gonna take all your food supply to keep me alive. It's a good reason, but doesn't mean it's fucked up as shit,
Yeah.
right?
So, uh, at yeah. So as your ship, as well as the transport ships hauling the Warforged Titans. You watch as they are activated to have them moved so that they can be brought to their proper points and given proper power supplies for sustained combat. Yeah, because it would be a foolish move to give that to them for for during transport, because if that was stolen, that could be used against you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of why they weren't given fully capable
Operational.
fully operational weaponry. And as you are
I can hear you breathing, Ikaru.
How can you hear me breathing? I literally haven't spoke for ages.
You do breathe rather heavily, Ikru. Sometimes.
Okay.
but as your ship is being uh,
Morden.
Morden,
Knocked.
the admiral uh, Julius approaches your group as you're kind of gathering on the deck, getting ready so to be ready to hop off. Well, that was certainly a lovely and eventful time. Perhaps we can look to hire you again for extra mercenary aid in the future.
All depends on what kind of work we'd be doing.
Fair enough.
thank you for. I'm glad we could help. I'm glad we were able to get these to Lapis in time.
Yes, because from the reports that I've been receiving, it would seem that the Blighted Queen's forces have been much more active.
Oh,
So
great.
shouldn't. So we can probably expect them to be making their move any time.
We're gonna need to strengthen. We're gonna need to strengthen our home, the tavern, since I believe she mentioned.
Let's not keep the general waiting. Perhaps it might be best to keep our battle plans.
No, I'm
To,
talking about like how she said something about our home.
Not everything is as it seems.
It was a
Cough,
pleasure to
cough.
work with you, but we've got quite a bit of work to do ourselves back home.
Yes, I will have my own meeting with General Seraphim myself at a later time. But for now and for tonight, if any of you wish to join me, I'll be. You can find me at a lovely little place I heard of called Moxie's.
Of course he would go there.
Merlin in his brain. Of course you would go there.
Anyway,
Well,
as are we walking away? Are we
yeah.
walking away from just the ship? We're out of earshot of this man.
Yes. After you're able to board the ship. Uh,
Disembark, you mean?
yeah, disembark, unboard, whatever the fuck. Remember, I run this game off of like 3 hours of sleep.
It's okay,
Still
Shadow.
can't
Don't worry
believe you
about
do
it.
that, mate.
uh,
I could barely run it with only 5.
so, you do take your leave.
Rodo looks around. Such a strange man. Kaku, did he pull your hair at all?
A little.
He didn't get any of your hair, did he?
I don't think so.
Why would the
Merlin.
Roll
Yeah,
investigation to figure out if you lost hair.
No.
Let's just looks at you, Kaku, and goes, "Wait, why would he be pulling your? Oh yeah."
They spent a night together.
Merlin, what's that spell that... Is it... what's that spell... I'm pretty sure we've used it before, we've seen it used before, but isn't there a spell that allows you to spy on people?
Yeah, it's scrying, but I don't believe he has any reason to spy on us.
Well,
You're right. You're right,
Is
Abyss. Rodor is not paranoid at all.
no, it's just
happy
him
because-
speaking matter-of-factly based off of the fact that nothing is as it seems. Everything from Shangri-La has silver in its name, apparently. Not trying to point fingers or anything, but I'm just stating a fact.
So off of the mention of stating that things aren't always what they seem, and like looking around and making sure that nobody's like here or can hear or see us, I pull up my notes
What you
and
got
I
there, Arya?
and I show it to the party that it seems like he's kind of trying to profit off of war.
Wait a second. Merlin, are there any of those little magical eyeballs floating around?
Oh dear.
I can tell you without needing to cast magic that nobody would be scrying on us at this moment.
I'm just gonna say I don't see it as a bad thing of someone profiting over war. As most people who want money are always the people that go into the most dangerous situations.
It's not how. It's
It's
more the
not
how they're profiting off of war, if you ask
well
me.
well not only that though too, but it's the fact that like yeah, if you're supplying for war and helping, obviously you're gonna make a profit. But by the looks of these, it seems like he's doing it purposely just to profit off of the war.
That's
Like
what he keeps saying.
he doesn't give a shit about either side and what happens to either side. He just seems like he just wants the money.
So,
Yeah.
so essentially, he could be funding both sides.
Attention.
I have Arya, did you happen to find anything else like any ledgers or? I'm not
So-
saying that. I'm not saying that.
So like
he's,
the notes that I have here is literally from like his entire like mercantile book that he had. I just didn't take it because that would have seemed very sus. And
That would have given him a reason to scry on us.
right, that would have
He-
given
he-
him a reason to like not
You-
trust
you
us
skip
type of
through
thing.
copy.
So what I have here are basically major notes from that ledger.
do you have any Did you see any crystal balls or mirrors, like tiny hand mirrors in his room? You know those kind of things that.
I
You
did
know.
not. Oh, I actually don't remember. I don't know if I know because I
well,
didn't really look around
there,
either.
there was like there was definitely like one thing that like everyone has like seen like for being called into his office is like his office is definitely very well furnished and well decorated with like pretty expensive looking things.
Would Merlin have recognized any items that would be able to be used as a scrying focus, considering that I had a scrying focus made for a scrying focus?
There was like there were a couple mirrors in there, but you don't know if they were purely like decorational or if they were scrying, because even like a magical focus typically looks a lot nicer than your standard mundane affair.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Were they of a quality that they could have been enchanted to become?
I think
a
what
scrying focus?
Shadow was trying.
Quality wise, they could have been, but you would have had to make it an active detect magic to
Yes.
to know.
That's all I
I-
want to know was
I think
were
what-
they of the quality which was like okay, so
So
there
Shadow-
is a
the
possibility that he could have scrying focus in there.
So Shadow, I will if this just because this might affect things. I don't know if you remember that I have it, but I do have an amulet of proof against detection and location. So if that changes anything, that is there.
If someone were to scry on the party, they would be able to see basically everyone but you or Mest, essentially.
Right. But what I'm saying is like if that affected if you were having something affect for me stealing or like not stealing but going into his thing, he wouldn't have been able to scry me specifically in there.
Yeah, any magical sensors that could have been in place would not have been able to detect you.
Right. I just wanted to clarify because that was something that I remember getting a while ago and
Yeah, no, that
don't know if people remembered.
Yeah,
So
no, that would like having that. If there was anything, it wouldn't have seen you.
Yeah, even the alarm spell probably wouldn't have gone off, right?
Alarm, I think, could. I'm not-
Because alarm isn't divining you; it's sending.
yeah, it's more. It's more of like it goes off of a specific trigger, and even if
I'm hidden from divination magic in general.
Well, it's abjuration, so
yeah,
Right. So abjuration, I
Then
would still be
alarm
able
would
to.
go off.
Yeah, the alarm would have gone off.
yeah. So there was no apparent alarm in there, but like I will
Which
say
is
there
strange.
were magical defenses and stuff. It's just the Aria rolled so fucking high that they wouldn't have even tripped
matter.
those. Yeah. Because magic is powerful, but it's not all powerful and perfect.
yeah. The big question is that how does how in what other ways is this person profit? Rodor's biggest question is how else is he profiteering from war other than just the um business of basically being from an armed stealing nation.
Yeah, and that's just what they were able to get with a 17. Like if they rolled higher, they would have gotten a lot more.
Because if they're selling weapons, they could also be into freaking
Slavery.
the slave trade.
Like right now, the thing what you're saying right now doesn't bother Ekruk. Because yeah, he's already said what he said. Like
The thing is, right now, he is honestly not something that we really need to worry about.
Yeah.
It's just that we have this information now for the future if we run into him again.
Yeah, this is basically like learning. Okay, maybe there's some shady shit going down the
Shangri-La.
in Shangri-La, who very much advertises itself as the paradise on the ocean.
Yeah, there's definitely some shadows behind the bright lights.
The city of lights cast even bigger shadows.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like Shangri-La is not only like marine, like navy, but also fucking Bard Central.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the fuck.
So never trust no one you talk to in Shangri-La.
Oh my god! I just came up with a cool character concept.
And with that, like after like the entirety of this conversation with that, it finally dawns on Arya that she or that the admiral said he was going to Moxie's, and is like, I gotta go.
You're just going straight there.
Well, are you wait, where are you going? Are you going to try and get information or something?
No, I am trying to make sure he doesn't sleep with my girlfriend.
She's not. No. I will give you the assurance that she's not a worker. She's just a thug. She's just a thug that hangs out there.
Also,
I'm
he
not-
seems to like
But
me.
here's the thing, though, right?
He does.
I
fuck
get that. I get that she's not a worker, but she wasn't a worker. She still fucked me.
I mean, because
Look, man, I'm just trying to like if actually nothing happens and I'm not going to, but just for the actual thing, like
Just
she would make sure that he keeps his grubby paws off of her.
it's the character being paranoid.
Yes.
Someone's the ender.
I'm just gonna say this. Hasn't your character's girlfriend got a reputation of beating up men that try to ask her out?
I don't necessarily know if it's that per se.
It's confirmed that every man that works there is terrified of her.
And also, I'm pretty sure it's been established by now that this man is pretty, at least bi or at most gay.
I'll give that he definitely has a preference towards men, but he will sleep with anyone.
Yeah, he wants to use dominate person.
He doesn't even need to use a spell slot for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Kaku is bi, but I think he's also a switch.
I'm surprised about
Thanks for
that.
the update.
Yeah, did not need to know that.
I'm surprised that you're not a bottom.
And besides, on top of that, anyway, it would give her a reason to go see somebody who she hasn't seen for a while.
At least a few months.
Yeah, you've been out at sea for you've been out at sea for 3 months. You,
Oh yeah,
you might need you might need some relief time.
yeah.
Right.
Recruit's going
And
straight.
I would like to mention too that like before we left, I would have mentioned to her that hey, I'm gonna be gone. I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone for, but you know I will be back, type of thing. You know, like,
Yeah.
and that's with every time I have to go.
Yep. Usual adventurer goodbye. Like, hey, I'm
That's
going
true.
to do this thing. Don't know when I'm going to be back, but I do intend to be back.
Yeah.
Well,
If you die,
After-
if you die, I'm gonna find your corpse and kick your ass.
well, let's go meet the general. After, I would like to spend some time with Natsumi or Navarre.
Yeah, Recruit's going to go and spend some time in the smithery, and I'm assuming you know who I'm talking about.
Also, I would like to check up on the egg.
Hello.
I would like
Hello?
to say that that
Hello?
special project that Ikru asked for Rodor to do would probably be done by now, Shadow.
Yeah,
Guys.
that's definitely like what you would have been able to achieve like fully within the week you were separated from the party.
I
Like,
just
that was
want to
only a
double
week?
check, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear what I said earlier?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you Shadow did because he didn't say anything.
What did you say?
I wasn't sure. Iku's definitely going to the smithery to talk to a particular someone.
Well, I think plenty of people are gonna have business with Eileen.
Yep. It's just Iku's business is going to be, hey, give me, I want time out. I need a break.
She started a new restaurant, right? Called IHOP.
You hop on this.
Boo.
AI dash hop.
That's fucking funny.
iBurger.
That's all fun.
Oh no, I'm sorry, IHOB. It's not IHOP, it's IHOB. With a B instead of a P.
Change
I
it.
probably have to leave here in the next couple of minutes because I've got something else I got to do today. Merlin wants to make sure he gets a jewel encrusted bowl to be able to cast Hero's Feast with.
You would be able to procure one.
Mark off 1,000 gold.
And now that can basically be like at any point after returning.
Yep.
Like hell, you could get one on your way to the generals even because he's in the High Arcana district.
But yeah, I think we'd be making our way to the general.
So as you do make your way to the general's mansion, you see the there's an increase to the guard presence around the city. They seem to be a lot more active and on alert. Initially, like the walls you see have at several points have been affixed with a special looking apparatus that seem to be kind of evenly spaced upon the towers of the wall. They look to be some magical devices of sort. And you see kind of as kind of just examine them off in the distance, you do see those warforged are being kind of placed along various points as well, to get them set up. And as you get to the generals, you are let in and getting and make your way into his office. You definitely see the mountains of paperwork on his desk. You can't tell which stack is the done pile. But you make your way in, and good to see you're all back. Anything to report?
A lot of shit to report, sir.
Yes, that's dragon.
For the sake of
We were
For the
able
sake-
to get the crystal.
And we killed a child,
You what?
technically.
what?
Yeah, we
What?
killed one of Bridget's Queen's children.
Oh my god. Phrasing.
Phrasing.
How did
You-
I... How is it phrasing?
Ikru, the way you said it made it sound like you killed an actual, like, a kid.
We did.
Like no, like a
No, that's an
like a
adult.
humanoid child. Like a child of a human
okay.
or an elf. The way you said it made it sound like that. And you just said it
Ah,
you said it so nonchalantly that it made it kind of made it look like we're psychopathic sociopaths.
What if we are?
Huh.
And we don't want to do that, especially in front of the leader of the military.
I definitely don't want that reputation, thank you.
Oh, we could take him on and become our own leaders.
Rodor looks at you like,
You will be doing that alone.
yeah, I agree.
So, short version is we went through the cave, fought a horrific worm, collected the Shard of Twilights, came back, had some of our stuff stolen, dealt with the thief, got a lot of money. Then we went on our voyage. Were attacked by Verval, one of the Blighted Queen's children, slayed him and his lackeys, threw their armies a bit out of whack and in disarray with no leadership. We got an envoy from the Blighted Queen telling us that we would not be forgiven for killing her child.
Their fault for sending him in the first place. But anyway,
Then
Rodor's good.
Completed
Sorry.
our delivery of the constructs,
Wait.
and now we're here. That was the short version.
Also, sir, Shadow would have been good to say that Rodor got a shit ton of dragon's blood from when he was taking apart the dragon.
did you have something to store it in?
I would imagine that the captain would have given us like a couple of bottles or something.
Yeah, you would have been able to like there would have been like plenty of like flasks and vials, because like a good like 1,000 gold worth of those materials that collected off of Verval was the blood alone.
I'm gonna subtly cast message to Merlin. Do you think that we should give him the scroll we obtained, or should we keep it for ourselves?
He messages back, "No, that's ours. We are.
Alright then.
That was not a part of any mission that he gave us, so he has no right to claim."
So how many flasks or stuff bottles of dragon's blood do I have?
I mean, like, it's kind of hard to put a
Yes.
price on quantity. Like, just have like 1,000 gold worth is the best I can give you.
So I'm just going to say that's
It'd definitely be a good few like buckets worth.
yeah. So it would probably be like 10 buckets worth, which would probably be like 100 vials or 50 vials each.
Because you're really making it hard to transition away from individual items and go towards gold values for crafting materials.
That is true, but he would give the general
Yeah, you have X amount of X amount. There you go.
Yes. We have enough to give all the wizards plenty of blood for making ink for their spells or spell scrolls.
Yeah, dragon blood is a good high quality ingredient for making arcane ink.
He just pulls out a wine bottle. Don't drink it, it's dragon's blood. If you need to make a scrolls, this should help. Don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Are there any more details that you would like, or was the short debriefing substantial?
I'm going to cast message to message summit to Kaku and go, should I tell him about her?
I think you should. If we see her, we can give him a request to capture instead of kill her if that she's in the war.
Yeah, Mess nods and looks at the general and goes, "Is one more thing, sir." Bond?
He does turn to you. Yes.
The captain of Blighted Queen Straight Guard.
You're very quiet.
It's because he's somber about it.
Yeah. Sorry, my microphone might be little bit too far away. How's that?
I mean, it fits the situation.
Yeah.
I can hear just fine.
Yeah.
Her name is Elion Poison Ash. We were in a relationship. I don't know what's going on with her, but apparently, as far as I'm aware, she is doing something against the Blighted Queen.
With the Blighted Queen.
Yeah, but she's also he's told her that she's the captain of the Drake Guard, but she's doing something against the Blighted Queen.
I don't think that was ever stated.
It was. I literally just rehashed what I said.
Yeah. Basically, what was said by her is that she just things aren't as they seem, and she is like she's in a position where she has there's something that she needs to do, and you don't know what that is.
So Mess would explain the whole situation to the general as best he can.
What about as worse he can?
I will throw you out the general's window.
Gotta catch me first.
Oh god, it's athletics versus acrobatics.
Anyway,
But he kind of ponders for a moment. It could be likely that this Miss Elion could be a spy.
I would like to say, if possible,
But
discreet.
but he's not done. But now that begs the question of for whom. We do have our own spies in place, but but even then, we're able to get very little information with how the Blighted Queen moves.
If possible.
Her name is not familiar to me.
Well, if possible, I'd request a capture order. Since she is in a high rank, she could have information, and that could be helpful to us later on.
More so, she might be more willing to divulge than some
Is
others.
he asking the general to get the Mess's girlfriend captured by us?
General. I think he just means in general.
That's.
Just
I
in
didn't know
general,
if he was asking
if
that
there's
particular
fighting
one.
during the war, if she shows up, then instead of kill on sight, try to capture on sight.
Yeah, I thought he was saying that to forget his spies to capture her, because that would be. Then I would say something.
Yeah, no, that'd be dumb. No, spies are for spying.
Not capturing, unless shit hits the fan.
Really,
No,
it's even done to try and get
Spies
the
are for collecting information.
Mess's
and nothing else.
girlfriend captured, because she may be doing something very important.
Yeah.
And actually may turn the tide of the war.
Yeah. But here's the thing: it might not be in our favor. It might not be in the Blighted Queen's favor either, because we don't know. Because here's the thing: we don't know where Gungan stands when it comes to the Blighted Queen. We don't know if they have allegiance to them. We don't know if they're enemies.
I'm not even sure if they're a factor in this.
At the very minimum, you could probably gauge that that the Blighted Queen may be a buyer of either slaves for hard labor and or poisoned.
Thing.
Like off of pure speculation, that's what you could probably assume.
But like Marilyn said, she'd probably be more willing to give information than most.
Even then, there's always interrogations. And I bet there's someone we can find here in the city who could do a good job at that.
Well, give me her the best description you can of her, and I'll see what I can do about that if an opportunity arises.
Was her armor of hers and her wyverns unique amongst the other messengers?
Yeah, she was wearing red dragon scale mail.
All right. I will put that in the description.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she was wearing red dragon scale mail, and she had a very gnarly looking battle axe at her side, and also carried a halberd.
So we will give the best description we can to the general.
Yeah. Yeah. Mess. Do you still have the art for her?
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure I pinned it for you.
Let me check.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
I pinned a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah, at least someone does. And in the unfortunate case with the Cram, we've pinned too many things in our private chat.
True.
I usually just pin, like, the important stuff.
Let me, speaking of important stuff, Shadow, let me go pin, where's
Pin me to
that
the
one
wall?
DM? No. I'm pin dish stuff. Pin.
Yeah. So there's the one.
Yeah.
He looks goblin-y.
It's Orky.
Oh, yeah. I can see that one.
Let me see.
Thought before she was human.
All right. So anyway. Well, I'll see what I can do. If she is in a high enough position, then capture would be more advantageous for gathering information. Either anyway. Anything else of important to note?
Above game, are we forgetting anything?
Probably mention what we found out about the captain who transported us.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Probably pertinent
And
information
what the
to know.
and what the blighted queen said to him?
So, Arya, as she does, did some snooping and found among Julius's ledgers and things that seems that he is profiteering off of the wartime, seemingly perhaps playing both sides of the war in order for financial gain. seems he holds no loyalties to one side.
We cannot confirm or deny it's this war specifically, though.
Well, what other
Is-
wars are there, mate, going on in the world right now?
Uh,
The one between Zadel and Gloria, for one.
no, it's not Zadel and Gloria. It's Zoldad and Gloria.
Zoldad and Gloria.
Yeah.
Then there's the whole fact that
They've
they could be
been-
profiteering off of those as well. It's not
They've
just
been at they've been at each other's throats even before the calamity happened.
Right. Just wanted to inform you of something we found about a fellow who you hired, and just good things
Hey.
to know about some people, in case you want to not employ his services in the future because of this.
Mm.
And the Blood and Queen mentioned to him specifically even silver tarnishes. We do
he said
have
even his silver will tarnish.
even his silver would tarnish. Though we do speculate that the silver chain is working in Gloria. That
Not Gloria.
You mean
Isn't-
Shangri-La?
in Shangri-La. We cannot confirm nor deny, but it
It
is-
came straight. I mean, it did come straight from.
we cannot confirm that he is working with the silver chain based off that alone.
mm,
Not real proof or evidence, but it's something to consider.
Hmm.
Well, why? Well, it is speculation, but still, it's good to. Sometimes speculations always lead to a grain of truth, regardless of what that truth may be.
But relying
Gives a-
solely on that would be foolish.
Yes, like I said, take it into consideration. I wouldn't assume one way or the other, but definitely put it into calculations of whether or not he should be trusted.
Alright, I'll be sure to keep that in mind in my meeting with him later this evening.
But where he could be rather persuasive, looks at Kaku.
It was one night, and it was okay.
People think my snooping is bad.
Like it's like it was okay, could barely walk.
One
I still
one thing that we don't
I
want
still prefer
is
Natsumi.
well, here's the thing, Kaku. We don't want the general here to be end up a target of a scrying spell, and then
don't worry. My this office has been warded for against divination for ever since it was built.
do you ever leave your office, sir?
I do, but I have my protections.
Merlin looks at the paperwork again, looks at him. That amount of work, it seems like he would never leave.
Well, considering how
this is what I just all this is what I finished this morning.
Cool.
It's all the done pile.
well, unknown to us, he has 20 simulacrums working as well.
I'm just gonna say I wouldn't put it past him to have 4.
What you're not seeing is he's got a desk high, just right behind the drawers, full of paperwork that he still needs to get done, but he doesn't want people to see how much is there.
Got a portable hole full of unfinished documents.
I do want to ask, a while back when you mentioned the Swamp King, you said you were able to come back after death thanks to a certain spell.
Yes, the clone spell is one such that I use as a defensive measure. As unlike a couple of the others, I am personally not subject to immortality.
Would someone be able to put in a request if they could pay for it themselves? Offer the components and costs.
It's not so much a spell that anyone
Nice.
would know. Even
It's a regulated one, I assume.
it's one that I personally had to gain my own favors with King Rezard to obtain for myself. While it may be a powerful spell that can give anyone an additional chance, a safeguard for survival, it is still necromancy. It is still it is still playing with life, and I am no stranger to how much my own actions are diminishing the preciousness of my own. I use it so that I can continue being of service to my clergy.
Which clergy is this?
The Odin clergy.
Ooh, I just came up.
Yeah, he is a general in a clergy rank, for a military clergy.
Oh, that makes. Now I understand.
So he's not tied to any one nation. He's tied to a clergy.
Would the name King Rezard be a history check?
Dude, that's the king
You're
of Niflheim.
literally-
We met.
You're literally
Thank
knights
you.
under
Thank
him.
you.
Bruh.
Yeah, never.
Bruh.
Sorry. It's been a...
We've literally.
You literally killed a marquis for him.
Yes.
Not only that, that was like Rodor's big brain moment. How can you?
It has been a minute.
No, it's not that it's been a minute. It's just that like that guy has stuck with me in particular because King Rezard, despite his appearance, is like I understand. I'm not like trying to poke fun at the art that Shadow used for him, but it was kind of flashy. But then again, to each their own. For this man, his actual the way that he was played, I really liked King Rezard. So that was probably one of my favorite NPCs for Shadows to date because of not. I just like freaking Niflheim.
Yeah, it's all dark and spooky, but the people there aren't that bad.
Yeah, it's not like it's fucking Barovia.
Yeah, just imagine if Barovia actually had good people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Strahd was good, but Strahd.
Yeah, the way Kaku sees it is, it's a tool, not a moral obligation for that kind of spell.
Okay. I really do have to get going, so talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Later.
Hey Shadow, I might want to talk to you for a little bit because
Well.
after we end the session.
Alright.
I understand. I thought I'd just want to know more about the spell.
Yes, it is. While it is something useful, it is not something that I would really wish to use on others.
I understand.
if there isn't anything else of urgent importance, then I shall wait on a full written report for more detail.
She did mention something about our homes, so either she means the tavern or our country of origin. So
If I had to take a guess, from the perspective of a druid, home is home is where you make it.
then we should probably strengthen our security at the tavern then. Come up with some contingencies. As well as strengthen that room. Make it to where it can't be scryed on.
Yeah. Fortunately, you hired an abjuration wizard who can do just that.
Yeah. And, well... Rodor, I'm pretty sure you did everything to clean the entire dragon bones, correct?
I even have the bones, Mike.
We could do something with that.
We already got one draconic cannon. I don't think we're going to be needing another
Not
one.
not a cannon, more guard.
No,
remember.
we
We
got.
were thinking to turn it into a golem.
Oh, gods.
There are such thing as bone golems.
Yes, but there are better ways to use draconic bones.
Yeah, but I do
And
find it
besides-
kind of nice.
Remember
Yes, it's
what I-
really insulting.
Remember what I said. A confident dragon often becomes items used by adventurers.
Well, do you want to know what would be even better than that? Turning them into freaking fertilizer.
No. You could just have a why? Just use normal bones for that.
But you do know what happens when a green dragon dies, yeah?
Yeah.
When we were in the sea, so I don't think that... Yeah, I believe that's mostly when they die naturally, which is very rare.
Well, it's whenever they die in general. Like, it's not going to be like a rapid explosion of energy unless it's like maybe like a really powerful ancient. But like
But
as like a corpse withers and decays, like it will definitely like, especially for green dragons, like very magical like plant life will rapidly grow around that decaying corpse.
So here's my plan.
we definitely could use some from Merlin's garden, but
Yep.
most of it I think we could use for other things.
Yeah, that is true, but well, if you let me, one of the things I'm trying to explain is that think about how much of a magical boon this would actually give the plant growth in Merlin's garden. If we have that go crazy, and if it does get any of the other things like
I know what you're thinking, mate, but think about the
Can I finish?
I know, but there's a big thing for what you're talking about, and you may want to know because it will
Weaponizing the weed?
Yes, but the thing is, the green dragon, it has been mutated. If you put that in the ground, it may just spawn undead.
They haven't been mutated. They were just a warlock.
Yeah.
Well, no, they are mutated because you told me. that she
No,
mutated the children, right?
and that was in the terms of their character classes.
The draconians, those like some of those foot soldiers that you were dealing with on the boat, those were the mutated eggs of other dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't mutate her own children. She just mutates.
Yeah, no, like draconians are mutated like foot soldiers, like just like she's probably like you can probably like I can guarantee you that she's probably forced breeding for egg production just to make foot soldiers like that.
So it's the idea is that if essentially if this even produce even using grinding up some of the bones to make bone meal to mix into Merlin's fertilizer, that means we would have for a very specific type of plant that we could use to create a very strong hallucinogenic hallucinogen that is similar to hypnotic pattern or something like that.
And we would still have plenty of bones to make a bone golem.
Yeah. But then again, bone golems would probably suffer from the same thing as skeletons.
The funny thing is that even though it's made of it'd be made of bone, golems in general are just so much better and so much more resilient because it's a golem, because it's a construct.
Yeah.
Like even if it's made of bone, it's not undead; it's a construct.
True, but
And plus, we have the bones of an adult dragon, so that would make quite the formidable construct.
Yeah, like I believe the bone golem from Fizbins, it has just a set stat block, but so like the types of or size of dragons really doesn't matter. It's more of like you need X amount of bone for the construction.
Yeah,
I will say, let's keep the wings though, because you could probably use those.
I think
Rodor.
I think you need some of those wing bones for wings.
Yeah, let's see. Horde scarabs, horde
Oh,
medic.
I can take you to someone to make something with them. I found a artificer who specializes with clothing, and that would count as an article of clothing.
I could just go to the Archmage and just get another tattoo, mate.
Tattoo of poison immunity.
Really?
Or resistance.
Well, he said it now, so maybe.
Do you really want Rodor to have a temporary tattoo for poison immunity just so he can freaking run up to the freaking Blighted Queen and just freaking fight her like that? Freaking God of War style?
I do.
I'm just gonna say, if he could learn that the tattoos of immunity, he would be like, okay, I guess I'm now going to stab me.
I mean, there actually already are tattoos of absorption, that where you can like X amount of times a day get immunity to a whatever it gives resistance to and absorb the damage as health regen.
I did not know about that.
Those would be so, yeah. Those are already an official thing in place.
Yeah, but I think those are also attunement, and I don't think I would want to use that if it was attunement.
They are, because all magical tattoos are technically attunement. Well, at least the official ones are.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
if you want to make those dragon wings into something you could wear, I know someone that could do it for you, and their prices are fair.
Rodor thinks for a moment. I still have a bunch of that magicite that I need to use.
That would be best taken to Eileen's, since she
No,
is very.
he's. Oh, I've already dropped it off at Eileen's.
Oh yeah, and
We haven't
he-
gone there.
also, Eileen isn't the only refiner in around. She's just like your most accessible one.
Is there any blacksmiths around that focus on specialize in armor specifically?
Yeah, there's. I can guarantee you, there's at least one specialist in the city.
Like, is there one, not just regular armor, but like can infuse like magicite into them, things like that?
Yeah. Like that's what. That's like what. That's how armor of resistance is kind of made in this world.
I do plan to do some cosmetic changes to
Yeah, like
my armor for the war.
yeah, like a flame tongue can be made with magicite, just as a pure magicite weapon can be.
Well, technically, it wouldn't just be a flame tongue sword. It could literally be any kind of weapon, just with the properties of flame
Yeah,
tongue. Same with the frost.
Merlin's staff of fire. That is something that can be made utilizing flame magicite.
Yeah.
It requires things require more than just magicite, but magicite is a very quality material for making such things.
Okay,
I may
let's
have
see.
another lightning spear made in javelin.
Let's see. Where the hell is the pallet? Where's my pile? I bought like several pounds of magicite. Why isn't it in the...
Merlin has it.
Merlin has it?
Yeah, if it was put into a bag of holding before you actually bought your own bag of holding, then it probably
Yeah.
in Merlin's.
Yeah. So I think I would be I did... Why isn't it written down? What the fuck? I bought like
Well,
5 pounds of fire and
Did you put it in
my bio.
like your treasure tab?
Oh. I made of the our mascots for the Wandering Spirit, and then have a rune put on it for animate object if our tavern is attacked.
Oh, Christ, where the hell is it? Thought I bought it.
Animated statue.
Good talk. Good talk.
Anyhow, Rodar is going to go get the commission. Yeah, I dropped like two sacks of shit off at Eileen's workshop. Was it used for something? When I wasn't here?
I don't know. It could have also just been a thing of it could you could have accidentally deleted it at any point, or just forgotten to put it down in the first place.
Yeah. I know it was like 5. What? You know the town that was before the cave thing where I originally bought. No, not when I originally bought. When we were going to fight the Oni and shit
trolls.
The whore.
Yeah, we did get some lightning magicite from before we fought the trolls, and then
It wasn't just lightning magicite.
Help
There
the
was
black-
fire. I think I bought 5 pounds of fire and lightning magicite, which was like around 5 lumps each.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been too long. It's been,
Yeah.
That was
It's
an,
probably
that was
recorded.
an eternity ago at this point.
Yeah, it's probably in the recording somewhere.
Like that was before the fucking like meeting the black dragons.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll Rodor is probably going to go around town and look for some sort of magical gauntlets that he could possibly get.
Like you would be able to get magicite like gauntlets or gloves or bracers or whatever because monks exist and monks need need magical magicite weapons too.
Yeah.
I like you sounded so defending monks. Then you're like, no, they exist.
I mean, how long did it take for them to get a monk specific magic item?
It
Fizzbins.
really did take them a long time.
It took them until
No, it
Fizzbins.
took eternity.
Yeah,
It took a long time.
Yeah, it took until the release of the Fizzbins book for the fucking Dragonhide belt. Giving them like pluses to whatever save DCs that they impose, which
I think
And it
it's-
wasn't even the best magic item either.
I mean it does let them regain regain some key points.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not like anything more like amazing than like some of the casters get with their class specific
Or
stuff.
barbarian gets with their. Oh, fuck you! I have now 29 strength.
No, wait, with what? The belt of
Yeah.
giant strength?
Yeah, the highest level giant strength goes up to 29.
You know, the
Yeah,
funny,
but,
you know,
but that's
you know,
not.
but you know the funny thing is, if you go pure level 20 barbarian, you can have a strength of and con of 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
They don't even
Kind of
need
what I'm not-
they don't even need belts of strength if they get to level 20 purely in their class.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like really not looking to multi-class Rodor, because just him being able to say I have 24 wait, 24 con 24 con and
That's
Strength.
that's a +7 base without any
So-
proficiency bonus.
so let's do the math here. So 1d20 plus 7.
Let's focus on the game before
Yeah.
we start getting.
Yeah,
into
we don't
things.
need this math right now. It's a lot. We already know it's a lot. You have a 20 already. It's a lot.
So, well, where do you think we could go to make this golem? Probably the Magic District.
Well, bone and flesh golems both fall under the category of not necessarily looked too highly upon, because those practices are typically associated with necromancy. But the only one that I know would work with that would be that necromancer girl that works under pain.
I think it would probably best for our self-interest, just the general image of our establishment, to not have a giant spooky bone monster just waiting to pop out. Because if you
This is more for the war and, well, Ikaru getting some karmic justice and sending her own, what used to be son, after her.
yeah, but here's the thing: if she's any sort of necromantic druid with powers over necromancy, then she could just probably restore him, and then he's just in a different form. Do we really want that?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
Excuse me?
You're basically, Kramu, what you're
No, in character, excuse me?
Yo,
Because
see,
that's new information to me.
Not really.
have you ever heard of resurrection spells? Like, seriously. You would basically be giving her all the magical components she would need to cast True Resurrection or Resurrection. If she had that kind of power. And she could just bring Verval back. And he would just come after us again, only angrier because we killed him the first time.
Huh.
So, in my opinion, if we... the less access she has to her children's remains, the better.
That's why I think we should make it into a bone golem.
That's
That's Rodor's.
Weren't
That's
You weren't
Rodor's.
listening, were you?
That's Rodor's argument for why not to turn Verval into a bone golem.
or like any sort of construct or something that can be taken away.
Well, the main thing is I'm on the thing of like we're hiding the body through the wall and then turn it into a bone golem. Because after she's gone, then it's basically a massive buff to our house.
How much more do we actually really need?
And because Iku wants to keep it as a trophy. That's mainly Iku's reasoning, because he wants to make a family museum of fuck you. He wants to make a trophy room with just a bunch of bone golems of her family.
Also, I see necromancy more as a tool than a moral obligation. If used like a tool instead of one's own self-gain.
Unfortunately, the rest of the world isn't under that mindset.
Regardless, what's stopping a necromancer from coming into our house, stealing some of that shit, and using it to resurrect them anyway?
While Niflheim is a golden example of the good side necromancy can bring, it is just as much of a reflection of how bad it can be as well.
I think we did see that while we were in Arcane Mechanist.
Yeah, while Rezard himself is known to be a necromancer who doesn't utilize his practices for evil and domination. Many necromancers do have that reputation of causing greater harm than good for their own personal gains.
Hmm.
I'll be right back. I need to take care of something.
Alright then, I guess I'll go with the other idea of getting a statue of our mascot and having a animate spell ward put on it. Animate objects, I mean.
Wow.
Main thing is I just want to keep the bones as a trophy.
Didn't you say you wanted to turn her head into your bed?
Oh, I'm still doing that. I just want to turn her kids into a death museum.
I just want to say, I was looking at artifacts and there's one called Dragon Skull Throne.
No, it's just Dragon Skull Bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
It gives you.
I'm going to bed. Don't bother me. Closes
It-
the jaw.
It gives you a hit dice of temporary wounds. Like you roll your hit dice and whatever you get, that's your temporary wounds. But you only gain it if you go to sleep.
Sleep.
Temporary wounds.
That's not even a proper term in this game.
Nope.
That's what I meant. It's like it's not powerful at all, but it's just a thing.
You're making it the way the term temporary wounds. I'm thinking it's like temporary hit points, but negative.
No,
That's what temporary wounds sounds like.
no, I meant temporary wounds as in like temporary HP.
Yeah,
It's like
say
you roll a
that.
hit dice and
Then
Say that.
Why is
that's what I meant, but my brain said wounds instead.
temporary wounds? Oh, I'm temporarily hurt.
Yeah, I mean you get
While
temporary
I'm trying to
HP.
sleep.
So yeah, you get that much temporary HP. I
Yeah.
mean,
You wake up in the bed made from the skull of an evil dragon, and you feel like you wake up in the morning feeling like you're missing bone marrow.
This is how the dragon revives itself. It drains the bone marrow from those that sleep on its skull.
no, I just want it to be that you get. It's just like a temporary HP thing where you just get a little bit extra health.
Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I was gonna see if I could buy the upgrade for my to turn my tier 2 luminous longsword into a tier 3.
Didn't you just get it turned into a tier 2?
So,
Right.
so tier 3 and 4 upgrades have require harder to come by materials for upgrading.
Yeah, you told me that there were 25k. That the tier 3 would be a 25k since I already have the blade.
Ooh.
I mean, if you want to increase that, that's fine.
I mean, didn't you just get it upgraded?
Not necessarily increasing in monetary cost, but also you'll need ingredients.
Hello?
Oh, I need to go find ingredients.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
But we're in a different conversation at the moment. What were you saying?
Didn't you just get your sword upgraded and you've used it once?
Used it more than once.
I mean, didn't you get it upgraded just before we left
No,
on the boat?
no. It's been tier 2 for quite some time.
I haven't got mine upgraded. Because I now only just got the upgrade system for Cerberus.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine didn't have an upgrade system.
So tier 3, you're gonna need a component. The CR range of component you need is 13 to 18.
Okay. And what exactly is this component?
So it would have to be something with an affinity for light.
There's something with radiant.
Yeah, with a radiant affinity.
You must kill an angel.
Actually, let me check something. What the fuck is this?
I keep trying to RP.
Ah. You guys did collect feathers and the scythe of the Death Pact Angel, which is a CR-14 angel.
That scythe is mine. I'm sorry, but I'm not giving that up. That is material made from not this realm.
But you guys did collect feathers from her
Yeah,
wings.
the feathers, mate. We're not talking about the fucking scythe. We're talking about the fucking feathers.
I mean,
You can have
I mean, if you melt down the scythe, you could. That's definitely high quality material.
No, I'm gonna have something special done with this.
But yes, you did collect feathers from a high enough CR celestial.
Would
If
I
you
be
need
okay
one, I will
to
give you one of
use
mine.
You would be able to utilize them for the upgrade.
No, I'm talking to everyone else. Am I going to be okay to use these feathers that we don't really have much of a use for to upgrade my weapon?
Kaku will give you the one he has if you need it. So yeah.
I don't know how many we have. I don't know who has them. That's the thing.
I know Ikaru has one,
I have one.
as do I. And I will give you mine.
Guessing I need 3.
Because I have that feather. The only feather I have is that one we got given a long time ago. And we're just holding on to that because, yeah, the feather token. I don't have an angel feather.
You took one as a trophy.
Yeah, that's what you would have.
Oh, then.
Oh, you're talking about the feather tokens.
No. The feather tokens we got from Zadel.
Yeah, they're basically feather fall coins. Like if you fall a perilous drop, they just the coins just disappear and cast feather fall on you.
The feathers we got from that fallen angel, we were able to kill and send back to heaven. And I think a plenty fell off for your thing.
Yeah, I'm sure we collected a good almost a bag's worth of the thing.
I do know if I want to upgrade mine, Tachyon Blade, I have to kill a queen. What were those things called again?
The Akatsits.
Yes, I would have to kill a queen Akatsit if I want to get my sword upgraded.
Yeah. So I guess I get a couple of the angel feathers that we got, and I pay the amount of money that I need to upgrade my luminous longsword to a tier 3. Then that is.
Yep. So let's see. So 20,000 in the feathers for the upgrade.
You said 25,000 for a tier 3. Because you said because I've already got the weapon, all the prices are half for terms of upgrading. So a tier 3 luminous longsword, if you buy it, it's 50,000. But if you upgrade it, you said it'd be 25,000.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll say you can do it for 20,000 because you have the additional requirement of the component, which you fortunately did have on you.
Oh, okay.
So just but for a tier 4 upgrade for any of these weapons and whatnot, whether it be Magitech or Magicite, you need a legendary component from something CR 19 or up.
Jesus.
Kaku's gonna go pick up the
Like
mantle.
like hell, the that very first blue shadow dragon that you guys fought, that was like barely the minimum CR requirement for making very rare dragon scale mail.
I'm just looking at like the CRs, and the weakest one that we could fight is an ancient crystal dragon.
No, I'm trying to save the crystal dragons.
I know.
Well, here's
We
the thing.
literally have to fight a god.
Well, the thing of like ancient crystal dragons is they're the weakest, but that doesn't in terms of like their overall strength, but they're also like the least hostile and the most like healing of them all.
Yeah. And the thing is, they're the only CR19 with at least some form of connection to Radiant.
Well,
Because I'm
here's
it has
saying
to be like a Radiant
you don't
resist.
here's saying you don't necessarily have to slay. You just have to get the components.
So you could just ask.
Yeah.
Because we're just gonna say, after 1,000 decades shredding it, where are you gonna put all them scales? Use them for bribery.
And like and like maybe like maybe if like like not getting like a crystal dragon component, but like maybe if you were able to get like the feather from a solar angel.
Well, we could also fight an ancient solar dragon.
But do
Because
you
they're Radiant.
but do you really want to venture into a sun?
No.
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 and the thing is, the thing about solar dragons is they nest like they are entire fucking colonies in one sun.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just think
Also-
how big a sun is, and then think how small a gargantuan-sized dragon is compared to a sun.
Yeah, like there's entire communities in of solar dragons in one sun.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
spend 2,000 platinum because that's 20,000 gold. To bring up my luminous longsword to a tier 3 and a +2.
Yeah. Also, I think the with the upgrade, the damage die for the radiant goes from a D6 to a D, or no, was it D4 to D6?
It was already a D6.
Then I think it would go to a D8. Let me double check my Magicite stuff.
Mine is a special one.
Yeah, yours is a special thing because your Tachyon blade isn't a true Magicite weapon.
Yeah, because I also get don't the like charges on the weapon and the DC for the blinding effect also increase?
Well,
Yes,
some radiant
that's why
magicite was used for it.
Yeah, that was to give it the radiant damage property, but it doesn't. But it's not a full Magicite weapon.
And if I want to, yeah, I have to do a lot to get that thing upgraded.
Okay, so tier 3. Yep. Radiant. Your elemental damage goes to a D8. Your magical bonus goes to a +2, and the save DC goes to a 15, and it has a total of 5 charges.
So save is 18. Get 5 charges.
Oh, and also tier 3 weapons get a single related spell attached to it of 3rd level or lower.
Oh,
It came in like a fireball.
It would have you would have to have a flame magicite weapon for fireball, but so anything radiant or light themed could be attached. The most basic and general application could be the daylight spell, which is pretty good for what it's meant for. Let's see. What other options are there?
So it's 3rd level, and it does radiant. Something to do with radiant. Okay.
It can be up to 3rd level, and even if it's a lower level spell, it can be upcast with the up to 3rd level with the charges.
I could get blinding smite on it.
That would actually fit. Wait, no, it already does that, doesn't it?
Kind of. It would just boost the because this would be classed as a spell, not a charge, and the charges they probably have around the same DC, but they won't. But I don't think they'd stack with the spell.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh yeah, I could do Spirit Guardians or Spirit Shroud.
I'd say no to both of those because those are both pretty powerful.
Okay, then how about Crusader's Mantle then?
Crusader's Mantle.
Holy power radiates from you with an aura of 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Until the spell's end, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura, including you, deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage when hits with a weapon attack.
So literally just give everyone within 30 feet of you extra radiant damage.
Yes, by 1d4.
Yeah, it's not much, but every little bit counts, and if you fight any undead, that's going to be beneficial to everyone.
Yep.
You know what? I will allow that one. So you can have Crusader's Mantle attached to your sword.
Yep.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it takes 3 charge. It does take 3 charges to cast it, but that is now available to you.
All right. Could I see what I go off and see what I need to upgrade mine?
Okay, so for tier 2.
Wait. So I have tier 1.
Your tier 1 is the basic.
I didn't know if it was a tier 0.
No, there is no tier 0.
That's why I was
tier 1 has no magical bonus. Tier 2 is when they start getting magical bonuses.
Yeah.
So.
Because it would have been. I'm hoping I can get it upgraded to at least tier 1 before the big fight.
So. You need a fire related component of tier 9 through 12.
Fire-related component. Do I?
We did kill a.
I do have the fire-infused water and water elemental core. What I still have.
We do still have parts from a shadow red dragon.
Yeah, you do have parts from that red dragon.
Yeah,
And
I got that cloak from it.
Which one would be better to use? The fire-infused water elemental core or the other one?
The fire-infused water elemental is too low, actually.
Oh, it's too low. Oh.
Yes.
Then yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah, because that elemental was only CR 5 or 6. So yeah, because it was less than, they were less than a Myrmidon, and a Myrmidon is only CR 7.
Yeah, I
what-
didn't know if it
what
was a
is-
higher CR rating because it was a water elemental infused with fire.
No, it was just a fucking like special elemental that occurs in like geothermic regions.
Damn.
What is
Then, is it okay, guys, if I use that? Because that will put my fire damage from 1d4 to 1d6, and it'll give me a +1 to damage and accuracy.
Yeah, we'll still have plenty to make armor for Merlin, probably.
Guys?
Did you not hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I didn't hear the rest of the guys say anything.
Sure.
Hey, just a question. What level is Summon Celestial?
Summon Celestial is a 5th level spell.
Oh.
Conjure Celestial is a 7th level, I think.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah, and I wouldn't attach a summon spell to a weapon. I'd attach it to like maybe like a staff or casting focus.
My gunblade is technically a magicite weapon, correct?
It's considered a magitech weapon.
What will happen when I get it to tier 2? Oh wait, no, to tier 3.
The thing about magitech weapons is that they don't follow the same structure as magicite weapons.
Oh.
Because Cerberus now is an example of what a magitech weapon is often like. The gunblade is a simple enough of a it has more flexibility in its ability to change damage types by swapping out the elemental core.
Okay.
So it's more versatile in its elemental selection. So it does that rather than having a special like gimmick to it beyond that.
What would it be to get fire, lightning, and... Wait. No, I'm pretty sure I have lightning core.
So is that everything then? Are you done?
So do I just add that on now, or?
So let's see. So 2,000 gold and some of the red dragon scales. And yep, you'd be good.
Okay, and 2,000 gold would be 200 platinum, right?
200 platinum, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I kind of rolled kind of poorly on that damage there.
Oh, baby girl.
Quick
Whoops.
question: Can the extra damage from Crusader's Mantle actually double on a crit? I was just wondering.
Yes, because it does add to the actual attack's damage.
Okay.
Uh,
Just wondering. I just wanted to make sure.
I will say,
Also,
Kaku's gonna go...
Also, it looks like
Yes, no,
it
magical.
looks like it's still rolling a D6.
Yep, that was a misclick. This is now actually sorted.
Oh, no, he's talking about me. I changed
There
that to a D8. Why?
That's a lot more reliable now.
Oh,
And it's-
also,
Oh, that looks really nice too.
Kaku's gonna go pick up the mantle and have some cosmetic stuff done to the armor. And I guess I'm also gonna go pick up that cannon.
Yep.
You know what? I'm just gonna see what a crit looks like. So I'm just gonna set my crit range to 1.
Cat.
Okay.
How much?
You know, the funny thing is that on that you actually rolled a legitimate crit there.
Yeah, I know. And I hate it.
uh,
No,
How
but
much
I'm
damage
gonna...
did you say that cannon's going to be doing? 10d10.
yeah. So, uh,
Oh, that is disgusting. I don't know why, but I hate it. I hate it that I rolled maximum damage on that on the Crusader damage. And you know what? Since I've got the money, I'm gonna spend 20,000 to get my adamantine plate boosted up to a +1 plate.
let's see.
Wait, is my scale mail a +2?
No. You have +1 from the scale mail, and you have +1 from being a dual wielder.
I think I'll get my the scale mail made into a +2. How much would that cost?
Uh, so scale mail, dragon scale mail. Dragon. Is it really gonna make me go for specifics? Apparently, so. What the fuck? What? Why? Why do I not see fucking dragon scale mail on this fucking list? I didn't even have it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so here's the thing. That would bump it up to legendary quality.
Oh,
So you don't even have the that would take 100,000 gold and a CR19 or higher component.
I will wait.
So you may need to take on an adult or ancient red dragon to get that one upgraded.
Ah, okay. I'll wait till we kill the Lord of Vermin.
Well, even then, you'd probably need components from a blue or shadow.
Let's be honest, we're probably gonna fight.
So, yeah, you unfortunately don't meet the requirements for upgrade of that scale mail.
That's fine. Could you put the mantle and cannon in for me when you have time?
Later. I want to have a little more special moment for the cannon. As for
Okay.
the upgrading your adamantine armor.
There's one more question too I want to ask,
Yeah.
if that's okay.
What?
Would I be able to know what I need to get for the next thing so I can at least plan what I need to do for tier 3?
It's not necessarily a specific thing you need to go after. It's something within a specific range of power.
That's what I meant.
So, tier 3, you would need a fire-related component from CR 13 through 18.
Oof.
So, that, like, hell, that's even higher than like a fucking Ifriti.
What? Wait, it's higher than Ifrit?
No, Ifriti, the fire genie.
Okay, I heard Ifrit, so
No,
I was
no,
like, ah!
no. Ifrit is his own thing. Ifriti are the fire genies. And hell, and even your basic Ifriti is only CR 11. So yeah, you're gonna need to take on like an adult red dragon or some shit.
So the
Fucking
Lord of
terrifying.
Vermilion.
you're like, and you're gonna need like blue or shadow for yours, Kaku.
Great.
Because it took blue shadow dragon to make it. It might need blue and or shadow dragon to upgrade it. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty powerful component you're gonna need there for your tier 3 upgrade for Cerberus.
Yeah, I just got lucky with mine because we already collected the items like ages ago.
Yeah. Hey, and it adds a little extra reward for taking on those things in the past, beyond just getting like the scythe from the angel that no one's ever gonna actually use.
Oh, I'll use it when I have even more money and just make it. You said that, like, save this when you have a lot of money to just make something awesome with it. I'm like, alright.
Alright. Can I spend the 20k gold on my adamantine armor to make it a +1?
Sure gold, mate.
Let's see.
I'm asking Lapis if he's allowed. If I'm allowed to do that. That's why.
Let's see. I would feel like a special component is required for upgrading anything, really. And that again is the CR 13 through 18 range of something that would make sense to for like an upgrade of what you're going for some like some big monster with like a thick hide would make sense.
Either a thick hide or some type of construct. Right?
Actually,
Because constructs are normally made out of adamantite.
Not necessarily. Like an iron golem is made of iron.
Because that is an extreme...
No, I'm talking about like the higher level ones.
Yeah.
Well, I think you would probably be able to utilize some of the parts that you did salvage off of the boar worm. Because the boar worm was a CR 16 creature on its own, naturally.
I'm happy to use that stuff.
Yeah, it just means that I'm a little bit more protected if I have to go into melee.
So yes, if you use the components that you got off the boar worm, then you would be able with the 20,000, you would be able to upgrade it to +1.
I'm okay to do that, Ikaru?
Sure.
Because I'm assuming you're the one that has the boar worm parts.
No, the only part I have is the drill.
Oh.
But yeah, I do have them.
Yeah, I assume
the only bit I wanted was the drill.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm thinking with you having all the bags of holding, you would have had at least some of them on
I do have the one bag of holding, but I did put it in my bag. I do remember that. So yeah.
Yep. So that's 20,000. That leaves me with 35,000, just over 36,000 gold's worth of platinum. I'm still fucking rich. I could technically retire and live comfortably for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, we all could, but then we would die because the dragon would turn up.
Yeah, you could all just retire right now, live a wealthy lifestyle for many years.
All
If
right,
we
time
left
to bring in the
Lapis.
druid. All right, time to bring in the druid now. Then no.
If we left Lapis, I'm assuming. Oh, well, Lapis may survive on its own.
Not with
They do have, like,
not
very
with not with
powerful
the not with the plans that I have in store. All hands on deck for this one. If you guys just abandon this one, there will be consequences.
Yeah, do you think we would really abandon Lapis?
No, let's abandon Lapis. Leave it to the wolves.
Yeah. So, I'll just kind of wrap things up here, and end things off with a kind of. These are the orders that you are basically putting in to have done over like whatever time you'll be spending in the city. But as your initial like returning home, as you make your way to the Wandering Spirits guild, that you have all established, and have spread the name around in your travels to various countries. You see the plenty people around. You got plenty of customers. Even in the earlier part of the day, as you're arriving back, there's plenty of dwarves. They've spent a good while with the construction of defenses, so they deserve their drink.
Joker, I know you're here. Get the fuck out. No. No, I do not say that.
And like as you all make your way in the door, you just hear kind of shouting very loudly, kind of you hear this very energetic voice just kind of shouting out like, "More meat!"
Oh no.
Oh God!
Uh,
It's arrived.
yeah, no, like, bring me more meat. And as you like see the commotion of where that's coming from, you see this child at one of the tables.
Did we see a child?
Yep.
What?
Ah, that's adorable.
Why is there a child in our bar?
And that is where we leave off.
It's a meat conqueror's
Shadow?
child.
Shadow? Fuck you.
Yes.
Anyway, I need to go. I need to go get food.
Why did you do a cliffhanger? God damn it!
Can you put the cannon and the mantle in my inventory when you can?
When you retrieve them, I will.
I said I went to go get the mantle.
What mantle was it again? The wolf?
Yes.
Okay. I will have to spend some time to get those
Write it up.
properly formatted.
I would probably also get the horror as well, just because, like... Okay. I'm just going to take this so it doesn't get left here.
Yeah.
I'll ask Merlin... I'll ask Ludwig if he'll let Hina use it. Because with that, that would be 3 items that she has attuned to.
Yeah, I will at least give like at a glance. The child appears half drow.
Mm.
Oh, I assume that part.
Yes.
Because it's just like, why is there a child in our bar? Or is she in the family area?
She looks to be in the family area.
Okay.
Like she like far from the actual like main bar.
Okay.
And you could definitely tell there's no steins of ale around her. It's just all plates, empty plates of what once had meat on them.
Yeah.
I see
Uh,
ham,
she-
mutton,
Here,
cow.
here's the thing.
Whole cow.
She
I'm
had.
gonna go now, guys. So I will speak to you all later.
Yeah. It looks
Later.
like she had a Goku
Hey,
level
brother.
feast in front of her.
All right.
That's a small thing.
Thank you for
with all
the
that.
stuff, guys,
Yeah.
Where does it
and
go?
thank you for opening it. Okay.
Later.
Later.
I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, guys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Shadow, thank you for like talking to Mest and that.
Yeah.
I talked to him after the session to make sure he was okay, and
Yeah, we did not understand that we were being assholes.
no, that like Shadow wasn't being an arsehole. He was doing the normal human thing of going like how the panicking about how to explain it, and then you procrastinate how to explain it, and then you don't explain it.
Yeah.
I know exactly the fears of being a DM and going, oh, my party is too fucking powerful.
And
Yeah.
this is why I don't let things fester and bring up what I have a problem with right away.
Yeah.
Just gonna say the Lost Souls party can fucking dab on a Baphomet. Literally, the demon lord Baphomet. You can kill them easily. Like it would still be a fight, but you can kill them.